is the head. Where's the crown? I'm a marked man. These guys, they're all about their ego. I want the next title shot. No, I want the next title shot. You guys' egos, run your lives. Egos, run All Elite Wrestling.
Hangman Page, who's had his eye on the AEW World Championship for his own reasons.
This is not what AEW needs.
I give all three of you a gift. World's End, Orlando, Florida. AEW World Championship. 4 away.
The challenge made by Jon Moxley. World's End on Saturday, December 28th. Defends his AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page, Orange Cassidy, and Jay White.
Heavy is the head. Where's the crown?
There's a very long history of round-robin tournaments in professional wrestling.
It'll be the best tournament anywhere in pro wrestling this year.
The best of the best competing against the best of the best.
There are no easy matches.
At World's End, we will crown a brand new Continental Champion.
And that is where I redeem myself.
Claudio Castagnoli, first on the board in the Gold League.
And if we have to tear this down brick by brick, so be it.
A guy that I've been really keeping my eye on is Kyle Fletcher.
He's the future of this sport.
The protostar scoring 3 huge points.
I'm 0-1, and I don't give a damn.
If you're gonna go the distance, you've got to have that gas tank.
It ain't no sprint, baby, it's a marathon.
If you are at anything less than 100%, it's going to be a huge detriment going into this tournament.
Born victory for the Aerial Assassins.
But Jews feeling the effects.
Commander, first alternate for the tournament.
I said that the Continental Classic will be my redemption.
Commander eats the elbow. 3 points for Ricochet.
You have to take your losses and you move forward.
The Continental Classic has just begun.
One of my favorite things that I've seen so far is Daniel Garcia, the TNT champion, going toe-to-toe with Kazuchika Okada.
Garcia facing his toughest opponent.
Went 20 minutes with the greatest tournament wrestler of all time.
If he taps out, Garcia will get 3 points. If he doesn't, he'll get a point. There's the bell.
Huge wild card is Darby Allin. I mean, you just want to talk about that fighting spirit.
Darby Allin is one of 4 men with 3 points in the Gold League.
A lot of the focus, especially from a guy like Darby Allin, has been on battling and proving to the Death Riders that their direction of AEW is a mistake.
Claudio Castagnoli moves to the top of the table.
One of my favorite moments was seeing Daniel Garcia and Mark Briscoe.
Briscoe is on the board. What a fight.
Big Bad Brody King has really stamped his name on this Continental Classic.
Seconds away from his next 3.
Ricochet, you are a coward.
He had his tail beaten most of the match.
And you can't talk about great tournament wrestlers without talking about Will Ospreay.
Both men with their eyes on World's End.
They will trade victory for success.
Sweeps the legs, the jackknife, and Will Ospreay!
They would rather win 100 matches than win the war.
The Death Riders hanging over Darby Allin has been difficult for him.
What are you doing? I'm trying to win this tournament.
Second half of 2024 has been all about Kyle Fletcher.
We're 2-0. We're gonna win them all.
You will have to kill me to stop this run.
Kyle Fletcher has this almost sixth sense of when the referee's not looking or when the referee's distracted.
The low blow won it.
I came in this thing 0-2.
Up, Jay Driller.
Oh my God!
Mark Briscoe. What?
I was undefeated.
Darby Allin, Will Ospreay.
We have ourselves a classic in the Continental Classic.
Darby Allin somehow surviving the aerial assassin. A deadlock for 4 men at 6 points.
Let's talk about Okada.
The Rainmaker hurts people too.
The Continental Champion.
The lore that is Okada.
10 points for Kazuchika Okada, guaranteeing him a spot in the semifinals.
Ricochet came to AEW with one goal in mind.
Innocent till proven guilty.
What is going to happen here?
Will Ospreay has 9 points. A victory by Ricochet could end Ospreay's Continental Classic hopes. It is a draw. Ricochet clinches a spot in the semifinals.
It really is a toss-up.
A must-win match for Daniel Garcia. A draw does him no favors. And Fletcher advances.
4 of the preeminent professional wrestlers have made it to the semi-finals.
Ricochet, Okada, Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher.
I failed to take the AEW World Championship from Jon Moxley at Full Gear.
Wheeler Yunatapu Psycho Knee! Death Rider!
The cruelest thing about this all was that there was a glimmer of hope.
I don't know how many times Jon Moxley has tried to take me out, to take my hands in my pockets, DDT me on steel stairs, and try to pour chemicals down my throat. But the thing is, I'm not going away.
Wait, that's Orange Cassidy! Finally!
I told Jon Moxley to his face that I'm okay living with never being the AEW World Champion.
Look at the face of Orange Cassidy! Orange punch for Moxley!
But taking the AEW World Championship away from Jon Moxley takes his power. It takes the thing he holds over all of us. No matter what he does, no matter what he throws at me, after World's End, if Jay White, Hangman, doesn't walk out with the championship, I'm definitely taking the AEW World Championship from you.
Orange Cassidy, if you piss me off one more time, I will take you off the board for good.
Jon Moxley, you put me in this match for a reason, because he wants to prove a point.
I'm going to do whatever it takes.
But at World's End,
the only way I stop
won't be my blood on your hands.
Is if you kill me.
It's gonna be yours.
Jon Moxley and his Death Riders. Here's the thing, and I'll be honest, and this may not come as a surprise to many. I actually don't disagree with everything that Jon Moxley and his little gang of hooligans has been saying. I don't disagree with everything you've been doing. The methods, while they're a little out there, but they're effective nonetheless, so who am I to question that? I'm the catalyst of professional wrestling. And here's the thing, now that our paths have crossed in the violent way that they have, you see, I now feel compelled to play my part in causing the demise of the Death Riders. Who would have thought that you would have Hangman Adam Page, Orange Cassidy, and Switchblade Jay White working towards a common goal, working against a common enemy? But I'm sorry, the priority is not AEW. The priority is Switchblade Jay White. Priority number one is not saving everybody else who can't save themselves. Priority number one is putting myself in the position that I belong in. It's not even about Mox and the Death Riders. It is not about AEW. It's about the soon-to-be new AEW World Champion, Switchblade Jay White.
Hangman Adam Page. That is a guy who has been on a roller coaster of a ride.
I didn't deserve it. I haven't earned it.
And a slow dip into insanity, quite frankly, in the last year.
I said when I won the World Championship that I would hold it until the day that I died. And I will do any and everything to any and everyone who stands between me and that championship.
You can feel the room change around somebody like Hangman.
My intention has always been to be the AEW World Champion. At World's End, 4 men will enter the ring, but only one can leave the AEW World Champion. That championship is and always has been mine. Fox has the Death Riders. Orange Cassidy has a conglomeration, and Jay White has the Bang Bang Gang. But who have I got in this world who has my back? I will tell you, it's me.
At his heart, at his core, there's a good man out there.
Hangman Page makes his presence known.
Is this Christian Cage's moment?
I have morality. I know right from wrong. And right is me holding the AEW World Championship at any cost.
Every time Adam Page steps in the ring,
the ends justify the means. There are no consequences in this life unless you make them happen.
Hangman Adam Page with his own design on Jon Moxley in the AEW World Championship.
I will do everything to win that World Championship. I'm still just a man with a job.
And who is going to stop?
And a boss to answer to.
Who is going to make me pay?
For the things that I do. No one!
The year is 2020. I held up the AEW World Championship as a North Star for everyone to follow. I grabbed AEW by the straps and I dragged it with my bare hands through a pandemic to the other side. It's not just what you do in the ring, it's who you are. How you walk, how you talk, how you conduct yourself. That's what this profession, this company, that championship deserves. That is what the AEW World Championship meant to me. These guys, that's the best of them. Hangman Page. He will never grow into what I was hoping he would become. He's a child. He has the emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old. Jay White, the Switchblade. He's got some slick moves. He's really good. He might one day get there, but he is not there. Orange Cassidy. Nobody had higher hopes for Orange Cassidy than me. All three of you are threats to the AEW World Championship, to this sport, and threats must be neutralized. I have suffered through more pain than these guys can imagine. I put up with more bullshit every day than any of these guys can imagine. They have no idea what it takes to be world champion. They have no idea what suffering is. They have not even begun to walk through the valley yet. And it is my responsibility to make sure that they never even get the chance to lay eyes on the AEW World Championship. That is my responsibility.
The semifinals are official. Ricochet wins the Gold League.
After my loss to Takeshita, I said that the Continental Classic will be my redemption.
The Continental Classic was an opportunity for Ricochet to show us who he is.
There's going to be some very interesting thoughts about that.
Ricochet will face Kazuchika Okada.
The Continental Champion. How is he going to step up to hang on to the title that is technically still his?
Kazuchika Okada, he feels most comfortable inside the ring, plying his trade.
One of the greatest tournament wrestlers of his generation.
If Okada wins the Continental Classic, not only does he defend his Continental Championship, he is the best tournament wrestler of all time.
Your boy is going on to World's End, and I am going to win the Continental Classic.
When it's over, everyone will know I'm the greatest tournament wrestler of all time.
Will Ospreay will face the Blue League winner, Kyle Fletcher. Can Kyle Fletcher make history repeat itself against Ospreay? The Brain Buster!
The biggest win of his career!
The latter half of 2024 has been Kyle Fletcher flourishing from a protostar to an absolute superstar.
It is my destiny. Kyle Fletcher is winning this whole damn thing.
They say with tournaments like this, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I feel like I've been sprinting the whole entire bloody way.
Two men who are both close friends at one time, that has all been dissolved.
The emotions, I can't even imagine the types of emotions that Will Ospreay is going to be feeling.
They know each other very well, which makes for an extremely intriguing battle.
I'm gonna make sure the future of AEW is all about me.
There's not a single soul in this building that wants to be AEW World Champion. They think they do, but they don't. None of them deserve to even lay eyes on the AEW World Championship. But it is my responsibility to make sure that they don't.
Jon Moxley is determined to reform AEW into what he thinks it should be.
As long as my heart is still beating, this is the closest you will ever come to the AEW World Championship.
If anybody is going after our one true king, it will be the Switchblade.
World's End.
That championship is and always has been mine.
AEW World Championship.
I'm never going to stop until you are not the AEW World Champion.
4 away.
The only way I stop is if you kill me.
I will do everything to win that world championship. Who is going to stop me?
John Moxley! No matter how you crowd the room, I will find my way to you.
Will they neutralize Moxley?
It is my responsibility to make sure that they never even get the chance to lay eyes on the AEW World Championship.
Or will it be every man for themselves from the moment the bell rings?
Where will you be when the world ends?
The 2024 Continental Classic.
This is the tournament. This is the Continental Classic.
The best tournament anywhere in pro wrestling.
There are no easy matches.
Ain't no sprint, baby. It's a marathon.
This is what the Continental Classic's all about.
It is a grueling road to the top of the C2.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. How do we know?
The semifinals are set.
Whatever you may need.
As long as you believe in me and my heart is beating, I am going to fight.
Welcome to the jungle.
Until I get that title once again.
How dare you say this women's division is alive and well when I've eclipsed everyone here just by being me.
Me, you, in a Tijuana street fight.
Mercedes, let me know when you're ready for round 2.
Chris, at World's End again, I'm going to show you that money changes everything. Because I am the greatest TBS champion of all time.
Hobbs, we are gonna bury you.
Don, Takeshita, I'm taking everything from everyone, and it starts with you in that. I look pretty damn good holding up that international championship.
I'll show you who is the odds.
Welcome to the jungle. It gets worse here every day. You learn to live like an animal.
It is Adam Cole versus MJF for that Dynamite diamond ring at World's End.
The same place where you tried to end my world.
Yours. Welcome to the jungle. Watch it bring it to you.
You will die with a void of unfulfilled vengeance.
I'm gonna watch you bleed.
I am sick of you pretending you're the hero when really you're the villain. The villain who must be terminated, and you will be. And for that, you can thank me later.
You've got nowhere to hide. You are a dead man, and I will finally finish this.
The semifinals are official on both sides of the bracket.
3 Continental Classic matches in one night to crown a new Continental champion.
The aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, the best big match man in the game today.
The protostar, Kyle Fletcher.
Continental Classic belongs to me.
Ricochet.
I have a big mountain to climb. That the Continental Classic will be my redemption.
The greatest tournament wrestler of all time.
Kazuchika Okada!
Here's the head. Where's the crown? I'm a marked man. I wouldn't have it any other way. AEW World Championship. 4 away. You guys' egos! Run your lives! Egos! Run! All Elite Wrestling!
You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby! You're gonna die!
If anybody is going after our one true king, it will be the Switchblade!
Well, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm never going to stop until you are not the AEW World Champion.
Let's do any and everything to any and everyone who stands between me and that championship.